Allspark Review right here in Allspark Review. I'm Will, and today we're going to look at something more my taste. Last week we transformed and done the Transformers Robots in Disguise Combiner Ultra B. So let's look at another Combiner. Combiner Optimus Prime from Combiner Wars. Now, over the last couple of days looking at this unique figure, I've seen some similarities regarding some of the other Transformers in my collection, especially another Combiner Optimus Prime, and some of the other things, how he transformed and how he looked. So we're going to get this one transformed, we'll get them combined as well with the combiners I've got and show off the comparison of what I was talking about. So Optimus Prime, it's your turn again. So here he is, Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. Nice movement along the wheels. That's one thing I always look for in one of these figures, because some of the Transformers, sometimes when they're transformed and they look like this underneath, some really don't glide as much. Now, one of the comparisons I found, especially in this figure, was with the Energon Optimus Prime. Now, looking at both, you kind of start to see the similarity. Both have their weapons locked on their back. It's a similar idea to how both are transformed. And when both are combined, two of them have very, very similar unique styles, especially with the head, the chests, everything. But we'll get to him soon when we do the comparison, and maybe one day I will do the reviews of the Energon toys. I think some of them really were unique and deserve to be reviewed. Some of them were really good. So let's take out his weapons, and they actually gave the G1 ion rifle back to this Optimus Prime, which I'm happy with. I'm happy to see this cannon back again with him. So transformation with the figure is pretty simple. First off, what you do is bend back these flaps on the side. This will help move the body into place. And I'm just looking, maybe it was a wrong day to wear a red t-shirt with him being red, but at least he shines. That's the most important thing. He's got some metal parts on it, but the paint is what does it. This is a Hasbro version, not the Takara. So I've got the Hasbro one and it still does a good job. Then with this, just open the body like that and twist the arms away. Now I'll get to this part in a second, why this is another similarity, but just pull the body down, straighten it up, lock everything into place that you can, pull out his feet at the bottom, okay, and he should be able to stand. These parts just click in at the side, and before you know it, because these things are on a double hinge, his arms, just turn them round, and that's how simple it is to transform him. Flip his head, and there you go. With the back piece here, just fold it up, neat and tidy, and there we have it. We have Optimus Prime Combiner Wars. Now, the other similarity what I was talking about was this panel. It's very Power Masters Optimus Prime or Super God Force, depending on what region you remember him from. I always remember him as Power Masters. That was the Optimus Prime I've got and still have. And it's very similar, where like his main bit of the truck is like on his arms or like on his chest usually, but when you transform him you've got these blue panels. And the way I look at it now is basically it's just a blue panel as a part of his armour, instead of the like the Power Masters one, he transforms and turns round and it looks like he still has windows on his chest when the windows are on his back. It's very strange for the transformation, but it's a very good figure, very poseable, and I think it's a really good G1 concept of the Optimus Prime figure. It really does stand out. You can put his guns in. I'll just put him one just now. put on his iconic ion rifle, and it does stand out to be like the G1 Optimus Prime. Very unique figure, very, 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 very hard sought after. When I was checking eBay, stuff like that this morning, I got him when he first came out. So to have him still in my collection with his Combiner Force is really something to have. Very unique collector's item. But the main gimmick of him, apart from the transformation, is of course the combining. So let's get everything ready to combine. So first off, let's combine the guns. The guns combine as well. And as you can see, there's a slot in and make this big rifle for Prime to use. Now, like I said, we're going to be transforming him in the combiner. Now, the combiners connect into him. We won't transform all of them because we'd be here all day looking at how every single one transform. We're mostly looking at this one, but it will be unique to see them connected on to Optimus Prime. So, first things first with him is get the head, and it's just a little clip at the side you push, and that's his head hidden for the transformation. The arms are basically in place, and all you're doing is twisting them round again, like so, and bringing them up. And they click in the back of Prime's arm, and then all you're doing is moving the hand down. So this is the look you're wanting for him just straight away for the combiner, which also shows off the locking mechanism for them clicking in. So now that you've got him looking like this is basically him near enough ready for transformation. He's basically there. The other thing you've got to do is the legs. Just twist them round. So they're like that now. Then pull out the bottom part of his boots. Twist. And this is where it got a bit complicated because my figure's a bit stiff. But you're making his legs go like this. And then round. So as you can see, this is basically the shape he's going to be having. Just fold up these. They should clip in to a part which will lock them in place to keep them okay. So let's get that done. Do his feet first. We've got iron hide, and it's just a simple case of this slot lines up, and you're just pushing them in like so. As soon as you hear the click, that's it. There we go. First part in. His other foot is Prowl. And we'll lock him back into place as well. Click again. And there we have it. So let's get one of the other arms in place. We have Sunstreaker coming in for his right arm. Slot him into place as well. Nice clip. And that's it. And finally we have Mirage. Same again. Clip into place. And now we've got the all important part, where's the head going to come from, and this is where a lot of the similarities come from the energy on Optimus Prime, like I was showing you. So first off, you open up this bit. There's his head, slip it open, and there you go. Now, to finish this Optimus Prime off, they had this unique design where they could clip these figures in. This is Hot Rod, this is the version for Combiner Wars, not the Titan Returns. Which thank God they brought out, because I didn't want to see my favourite Transformer come back as something like this. Now, there's two holes on the Transformer, two pins on Optimus Prime, and there you have it. Optimus Prime transform in the Combiner mode. They call him Optimus Maximus. I think he was better off with Omega Prime. A simple nod from Transformers RID. when he combines with Ultra Magnus. With this figure, there's another figure which is basically a repaint and a different head to the transformation, and that is Menasor. That is the only thing negative I've got to say about like the Combiner War figures, because there was a lot of repaints and I didn't much like just having a repaint. I'd rather have like its own unique figure. But the similarities, like I said, if I bring Prime here, take away Hot Rod, because sometimes I don't really like him, and I actually like it like this. I think that looks a lot better. Is this, like I was saying, the Energon Prime, which is a combiner as well. Head has got something similar to that Prime, if you look. Quite something similar, and of course the one thing I kept was the chest. If I get this open to show, and if I come back to this Prime, it's uncanny how much the similarities are between these two figures. The Energon Prime was unique to me because I haven't seen like an Optimus Prime combiner, apart from the Power Master one, but he was basically combining into himself. But to see one where he's had different parts combine onto him, similar with this one, is unique to have. So there you have it, folks. One day we might look back in the Energon toy line. Like I said, I've got quite a few, but just now, Optimus Prime Energon, you've got to give way for Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. Very unique figure. If you can get a hold of him, by all means add him to your collection. Very, very, very hard to get hold of for what I've checked on eBay. Very happy I've got him with his team to combine, and very, very popish figure. As always guys, thank you. I hope you really enjoyed the video. As always, like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Allspark Reviews, and now you can follow Allspark Reviews on Twitter at AllsparkYT. And of course you can follow myself on Twitch at Optimus Warrior 85. Just type that in the search engine at the top. Also a massive thank you once again to Cybertronic Spree for their amazing track Cybertronic Warrior. I really do hope you guys check them out and give them much support and much love. One of the most fantastic bands I've ever heard and do amazing covers. So please check them out right here on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook. And as always guys, till all are one.